Developments at 6. The Clayton County Sheriff back at work despite facing federal charges. He's accused of using restraint chairs on inmates. CBS 46's Haley Mason live at the jail talking to people who could decide if Hill remains in office. Haley.
Sean, I've been talking to people close to those decisions. I've also been talking to people who've been inmates in this Clayton County jail. Some support Hill as a no-nonsense sheriff. Others say he goes too far, and they want these federal charges to lead to changes here.
It taught me a lesson, not to come back to jail. Yeah, it's rough. I ain't gonna lie to you, it's rough enough.
Dubbing the Clayton County Jail the toughest paramilitary jail in the state, Sheriff Victor Hill is back at work after facing federal indictments for violating inmates' civil rights by allegedly strapping them to restraint chairs as punishment.
They want to punish and pursue this elected official who is beloved by his constituency.
Hill's attorney after the arraignment hearings arguing that Hill did not injure the inmates.
There is no evidence to support these color of law violations. We will defend this case. We're literally shocked and we're disappointed.
One of the former inmates, Joseph Arnold, listed as J.A. in the indictment, is no stranger to the spotlight. This surveillance video captured him allegedly assaulting an older woman and her daughter in a grocery store last year. That incident landed him in the Clayton County Jail, where he says Hill strapped him to a restraint chair for hours. The indictment states that when one of the defendants, listed by the initials J.A., asked if he was entitled to a fair and speedy trial, Sheriff Hill replied, "You entitled to sit in this chair, and you're entitled to get the H out of my county and don't come back. That's what you're entitled to. You sound like a D jackass. Don't ever put your hand on a woman like that again."
You do not see an indictment that shows any systemic type of injuries like take place in other parts of the United States.
The chairs, coming under scrutiny nationwide, are supposed to be used only to control a violent suspect. Neighboring Gwinnett County faced dozens of lawsuits over their use of the chairs. Hill's attorney argues his client's situation is not the same as other cases.
You'll see in research there are cases around the country where law enforcement uses these and literally punches people, strangles people, you use horrible techniques. None of that took place.
So we've asked what happens next with Sheriff Hill's job. We talked to the Georgia Post. They tell me they can actually revoke Hill's license and certification, but that would not happen till way down the line, even if necessary, after this criminal case has concluded. But the the executive of the Post could suspend Hill's license if he found it necessary. For more permanent changes, Governor Kemp would convene a panel after 14 days after they received that official indictment. The governor's office tells me that the governor's desk has not quite seen that official indictment yet, so that panel would not make a decision at least for another several weeks. Reporting outside the Clayton County Jail, Haley Mason, CBS 46 News.
Haley, thank you.